right now, it is last pick versus Pimps.
Prepare your team.
There's your teams. DM, Drek, DRKI, Prozac versus Daith, Fresarn, Kira, Stickan.
Fight.
Off on DM to start. Pretty solid player in his own right. Trying to tell his teammate, yo, there's a freaking armor over here, yo.
Teams are tied.
And yeah, those of you who are sticking around, awesome. You're gonna be in store for probably one of the better Division 2 matches. Early quad. Stickan should be able to get this. Oh my god. Nice save of his own Mega. And he's got all the weapons in the world to wreak havoc now. Perfect.
Teams are tied. Red leads. Teams are tied.
Nice. That's a huge quad run.
Two rails.
It doesn't really look like it because of the score, but that was a really, really nice quad run there from Stickan.
Blue leads.
And he has yet to cast or curse miss a rail.
Impressive.
My gosh, the flurry of players up against him. Let's see what DM's doing. Ouch. I am old enough to be your brother, Matode. Brother. B-R-O-T-H-E-R. You like that? You like that? Huh? So Pimp's currently down. I don't know whose map pick this is. TDM is killing Duel, Melva. Oh my god, the humanity. I'm 28, Matode. And I actually get to stream and cast TDM the way I like to without follow killer on. Because I don't have a co-caster. Thank you again to Fears, though, for showing up the other day. But I do prefer it this way. It's a little more enjoyable, I think, for a spectator to be able to watch it like this. Takes a ton of damage from a Fresarn behind him there. And yeah, he's gonna be... I don't think they can save this red for him. Nope, that's a dead quad. Jack's gonna pick it up. Nice, nice. Good control, good control. For those of you who may be here just because we were just watching 125 FPS and you're like, I'll stick around, I'll give you the views, Flair. Well, I appreciate it, but maybe you don't know a lot about TDM. Luckily, I do. So, TDM, your weapon times are 30 seconds. Most people probably know that. Armors and everything else is the same. The weapon times are 30 seconds, so it's a pretty big deal to drop a weapon for an enemy. And it's a really big deal to control weapons. On this map, if you have a rail, this area here where DR Kai is just kind of getting himself into a really hairy situation, but this mega area and this back area where that jump pad is above him, super important to control because if you can get two rails on this map, it's really hard for the opponent to predict where they're going to come from. Because you can defend against one rail very easily. Unfortunately right now, Pimps is kind of stuck out of weapons. I think they have this shotgun. They may have the next LG that just spawned. And with Dr. Kai not going for the rail that's below him there, I think they're kind of screwed out on weapons for this next quad. He's got to kind of hold this, yeah, with the nades is good. But no one else is here. This is a map where you gotta set up quads super early because it's really hard to get in. Alternatively, it's really hard to get out as well. But that's gonna be DM with the quad and a 6 stack. I wonder if he even waits around for this red. But So he can go grab this LG, and then he's free to run around. His team was timing the Mega before, so I'm sure he's gonna go pick that up right now. Yep. This is one of my favorite maps when it doesn't mercy. Super early. Oh, okay, so that was like 120 damage shotgun. What the hell just happened there? These are your teams, by the way. If you want to watch a certain player, Duel started, that's fine. We are not here for Duel, man. If we were here for Duel, we would not be in TDM right now watching the best game mode ever. Between Division 2 team Last Pick and Pimps, we would be watching Duel. Like a bunch of losers. No, I'm just kidding. I love TDM, man.
Teams are tied. Blue leads. Teams are tied.
It's like I was saying before to the players in this game. I'm actually happy to be here. I just wish things were at different times so that we could actually watch everything. I'm gonna switch around a bit, guys. Nice little mutual. Here we go. It's someone we haven't seen yet.
Red leads. Teams are tied. Blue leads. Teams are tied. Red leads.
Turn off the tied voiceover. Because as much as the tie is good, great, and just, the teams being tied in my ear repeatedly is not quite as harmonious. Pretty weak quad. Red just got stolen too by his own team. That sucks. Ah, dude, your team just got that, Prozac. Communicate, communicate.
Red leads.
Yeah, pickups are working in USA as well, Method. If you guys want to play TDM, QLTDM.com. You can hit play TDM and you'll have the channels for both. It's IRC pickups. I'll put it in the chat as well. Kind of a weak quad run, but at least he stabilizes and they end in a good area. They end for Mega, and I believe if he's quick enough, Prozac can go help out at red here. Yep, good deal.
Red leads.
So they take the lead finally with a little more than just one frag. Don't drop this rail. See, this is what I'm talking about. So, dropping that rail there. It's a Frezarn. Whose name I'm undoubtedly pronouncing wrong. Ah, sloppy plasma. Dropping that rail though is a really big deal because power-ups are coming. Kira is in between a rock and a hard place because he has enemies in front and behind him, but luckily Stickan will get this quad. He is railable. Red is up for him. Good deal. So that's gonna... He just needs to find people now. This is gonna be a map where you can have no kills at all during a quad run. It's not uncommon. It's pretty easy to run from quad here. And it's very rare to have that masterful run where you get like 6 kills. It's not like a DM20, a hidden fortress. And he takes a crap load of damage, so he's actually gonna have to forfeit off red. Drek, you are not in the right spot, sir. You are going to die. A little That indecision of what weapon to give my teammate does cost you at times. Oh, look at that.
Red leads.
No one told me that we had the wrong overlay up? For shame.
Blue leads. Impressive. Red leads. Blue leads.
This is really close, Dreadful. This map Mercy's so, like, more often than not it's gonna Mercy, so I'm glad to see that it's a close game. Kira is the chosen one. Kira's gotta be careful, man. They're gonna set a trap for him or they're just gonna rail him. He needs to wait for this Mega, because there's a railer right there in front of him. Yep.
2 frags in 2 seconds. Excellent.
So again, I don't know the map that the maps that were picked. The third map will never be picked unless it's needed. It's just the way House of Quake works. So we'll see what the second one is here in a bit. But right now, I don't even know how to call this. There. The reds are all going to pimps. The megas are pretty evenly divided. There's just more damage coming out from last pick. That's what's keeping him in this game. Like a lot more damage. Switch around. That is again another red for pimps. It's like their 27th red or something crazy. I'd like to see Stickan just hold this area up here, yeah. Give some weapons to your team. Fall back on the quad after getting another rail.
Impressive.
Looks like they're gonna have to give up rail. Kira getting pushed away there. Uh-oh. Clutch shots, clutch shots! Not gonna happen. Ah, that will be quad going down. Pimps does steal it away, which is... How many quads are left here? 1, 2, 4. So 4 quads left. They're down, still in frags. Nice MG. I'm gonna swap this on to follow killer real quick because I have to make sure that there's nothing else wrong with the overlay. Pimps haven't played a single game together. This is their first game as a team. Wow. Wow. That clutch 1 HP shot. Honestly, with as little health as he has, I guess he's gonna health back up now. Prozac here, and he's gonna hit his shots, so maybe what I was about to say is gonna be wrong. I was gonna say I'd like to see him just let somebody kill him for the ammo there on the rail. But Prozac has other plans. Last Pick has had games together. Last Pick actually has a game against Brainwashed on the YouTube playlist for this season. Brainwashed and Last Pick played last week. That was the Division 2 game that we covered. Will whiff his last slug, and I don't think Pimps is going to be able to get on this quad unless they do something completely magical. Just don't give this rail away, Prozac. That's pretty magical. Wow.
Impressive. Excellent.
Yeah, that's extremely magical. Like, they need to make it would count basically. Red just spawned behind Prozac.
5-minute warning.
DM gonna let him know.
Impressive. Excellent.
Good run. That's a good run. Secured them control of red. Rail is now. I think his teammate down there just grabbed it. This is looking okay for them to make a comeback here. It's been such a tight game between these two teams. The little Keel shotgun just barely sticking out there.
Impressive.
Wow. Sick angle. Prozac should really leave this, yeah. Really gotta leave that area. He has the only rail on his team despite obviously calling for reinforcements on rail. So they really don't want to lose this. Only rail going into power-ups. And this angle he's taking up here can be really risky because you can end up shooting your enemy onto the quad last second. But they've taken the lead with 3 frags. This quad, if he can get some spawn kills, he's in a great spot for it. Rocket, yeah. Not a good weapon, but it's what you got. If he had gotten that kill a little bit faster, I'd say this could have gone a little differently. But this area right here where DM is, there's spawns all around him. Oh, that's a great pick off. Yeah, even if he doesn't have the LG for the quad run, that's a great pick to get. We'll end up going down, but he didn't even give up that rocket launcher because he shot it with the last shot right as he dies. But last pick again. I mean, they aren't getting the items. You can see 30 reds to 9 in favor of pimps, but they are getting the damage. Kira's got to be careful here, because with how much they've been losing out on reds, they just kind of leave now too, you know? Let's see. Hate to switch away too much, but yeah, blue. Last pick here. They've been kind of stuck on this mega side. I don't even know if they want to be playing it as heavily as they are. They've been stuck here. Last mega set up for quad.
Red leads.
His team just getting annihilated before his eyes.
Impressive.
Ay ay ay. That's an important kill. Important picks of weapons here. If they can get this with 3 rails. Oh, so this is okay. Last pick not only gets the quad, they have 3 rails at their disposal. Quad's gonna get shut down. They're gonna have to go back around the long way, which is fine because I believe his team has probably they've worked their way around to secure out red. He has to be telling his team just take it. So I think that last quad there, where they got all those weapons, the weapons they picked up off of that fight. And if you've ever heard Disrepute and Vor, who are amazing TDM casters by the way, off of Level Up TV, wish they would do it again. But if you ever heard them talk about this map, that initial fight to set up for quad on here, it can determine the game a lot more than the actual quad run. Because you get so many kills, you get a lot of weapons potentially, and we see it right here. That's gonna be game there just because of that setup. Well done by last pick. Is this seriously Pimp's first game though, guys? I had no idea. I know Prozac hasn't been that active lately, but is this actually their first game like together? They haven't played like a scrim or anything? Let's check the damage. Oh yeah. So Drek having some issues. Or Drek. Or Dreek, I guess is what it is. Dreek. Yeah, I never always forget that. It's supposed to be pronounced with an A. And it is their first pickup, says PSY. PSE. Wow. Okay. Alright, so this is last pick's map. So Pimps just losing their map there. Dreadful.
Damage.
Who we got? Who do we want to see off the start, guys? If I can, it's just Drake. Whatever. I think he's even told me this a few times. I like calling him Drek because he's like, "You're an idiot. You should never be allowed to cast again." I don't think he's actually said that, but. See, here down America, you see the DREJK, and that ain't no Drake. Last time I said Drake, there was an A in there. There was definitely an A in Drake. And there is no A. There is J. We'll just keep them stereotypes real. We'll stay frosty, as Prozac says. Aren't you glad that you decided to stick with me instead of going over and watching Agent and Claws? I know I am. That was actually a sick Dreadful game. You don't see a lot of Dreadfuls that don't just get blown out there. It was very close up to the end. Like Vika? Your name is Victoria. Victoria the Swordswoman. If I start calling you Vika again, I'm gonna start reverting myself back to Ms. Vika. And we're all just gonna have a grand old laugh. How stupid Flair is that he can't remember a single name for more than 30 minutes. It's okay. I forgive you. This is the most awkward time where I feel like the teams are trolling me. Vika. I feel like the teams are trolling me by not starting and just letting me shove my foot farther and farther down my throat. They're just handing me more shovels as the shovels keep breaking. We're just gonna dig this hole deeper and deeper and deeper. Laika the space dog? Yeah. Anyways, most of you that are here are probably TDM fans, but for those who may be new to it, this map, you want to control this middle area here, because you can have vantage onto red. There's a lot of spawns you can hit off of here,
Your team.
and it also gives you access to this hallway up above red, and then down to rail. So you really want to stick to the middle areas on this map.
Fight.
Off on a Prozac though, who gets great spawn. Red LG, he hasn't really been contested yet, so needs to be careful not to get railed here. And it does take unnecessary damage, I'd say, but it'll be okay. Securing out the second red. We don't know when power-ups are. Sometimes the game will let you know, sometimes it won't. There they go.
Red leads.
Yeah, so quad went down instantly, by the way. Not surprised. A lot of people over there. Just again, not really making much of this suit though. Does find all 3 players right as his suit runs out. He should know that they're all pretty much naked. Nice pick. Have a timeout. Oh, we're gonna have a legitimate timeout. Hopefully he gets that sorted out there. So, since I'm gonna pronounce this one wrong too, is it Dr. Kai? Is it Durkee? Or is it just DRKI? The man just timing out there in chat that you can see. The missing member of Pimps. Please, educate me. Learns me something good. Durkee. I figured it was Dr. Kai. I think I called him Durkee the first time I casted him. It was in a pickup game. See, me and Rocco are both from NA, so we're just like, yep, that there's a Durkee. That's Durkee right there. Durkee jerky. $5.99.
Prepare to fight. 3, 2, 1.
Dozer's the only one who can pause. Darky? Nobody likes the dark meat. When it's jerky, man. Dark meat jerky is horrible. Dark meat, like turkey? Like fresh? That's some good sandwich meat right there. White meat's for the snobs. Like, I hear Leica the Space Dog likes white meat. Racist. See what I'm saying, man? You can't pause the game around me. I'm just like, my foot just goes farther and farther into my mouth until it's not a good idea.
3, 2, 1.
We have everybody back though. Can you get it back? Nope. It never happened. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Again? Get out of here. Alright. Flair will now restrain himself from talking nonsense during the pause. This pause has been brought to you by Flair's awesome whistling. Back into the game, 16-10. Last pick's currently up. Second round of power-ups is coming, and Frezarn is probably gonna. He's got to be careful. The enemy doesn't know that he's over here, and there is an enemy on his right-hand side. Is he gonna jump for it, or is he gonna just? He has to go now. Sick. Sick pick. Durkee, what are you doing? Dr. Kai gonna go down there to Frezarn. That was a double, didn't even notice. Frezarn says, somebody please come take all this beautiful weaponry and armament, but this team doesn't really care. This is last pick's map. This is not the last pick though. Currently only up one map, so Pimp still has a chance to bring this back. And honestly, even though Pimps, as we were told before by PSE, this is the first, I guess, match that Pimps has played together, they're doing great. I mean, they're keeping this really close. I know Last Pick doesn't have a ton of practice together, but they did play against Brainwashed, defeating them last week. So as far as the Division 2 game goes, I mean, Division 2 games are sometimes really ugly, because you usually get a rollout, like somebody just completely rolling over the other one. So it's good to see a close one. Claw's making Agent rage out on Silence. Well, that's interesting. Almost as interesting as TDM. Almost, but not quite. Ooh. Nice, well done.
Quad damage.
See if Drek can get anything done off of this. Drake, I'm gonna keep saying it. You came for the TDM, you stay for the mispronunciations. As teams finally tie it up again. Thanks for following PSE1.
Red leads.
Glad to see you're back too, by the way, if that's the same PSE I'm thinking of for Pac-Man. Drake, what the hell was that, dude?
Red leads.
Let's switch away before we have Drake embarrass himself on stream again, killing himself with a grenade. We've watched a lot of Pimps right now.
Red leads.
But who doesn't like a pimp? Oh, Dr. Kai getting taken out there by Frezarn. Frezarn also taking out his teammate in the process. This is going to be a pretty scrappy power-up. I don't think either team really has good control here for it. So, last pick member taking a dip in the lava. And a pretty weak suit. What's Quad doing? Wow. There's a last pick Quad and suit, and their Quad has gotten 5 kills already. Holy jeez. He's just gonna chill here. I gotta say, I'm pretty shocked that it's still tied. I started to keep the scoreboard up, I just really wanted to see, like, why is it tied? Dr. Kai... Dr. Kai's gone pretty negative even after the pause there, so... that could be why. We'll stick on Death for now, though. Death. Like I said, you came for TDM, you'll stay for the mispronunciation. You really aren't doing much, are you? But let's check out. We haven't really seen DM at all on Purgatory. Traditionally a very solid player to pick to watch if you don't know who to keep an eye on. Performance great in pickups, and while I haven't really seen him play in a clan v clan match, he did great on Dreadful. They did end up losing it, but he was one of the reasons it was so close. And are they going to make a push on the last red here before power-ups? I don't know. I think it's kind of a mistake. Yeah, it's going to force him to take quad. There's no way he can get over to suit in time. Maybe to pawn off this rail, though. Oh, so I'm mistaken. So we finally have a split on the power-ups. Last pick with the quad. Pimps with the suit. The pimps with the suit. There's, oh man. What kind of suit was it? It was a pimp suit. Suit already going down though. Maybe it pitted or something, I don't know. Can't find him. What are you doing, Drake? So will we see a full best of 3 today? The longer this goes on, the longer I'm thinking no. The doctor died with sweet. Did he die in the suite with the candlestick? Like of the space dog? Please tell us more. Nice grenade. Oh. Ends up getting the second one anyways. What the hell? Oh yeah, buddy. Like me some if you guys don't know already, I think Plasma is the weapon of the gods. I think it's the best gun in the game. Not because of the damage output, just because it's freaking amazing. You can climb with it, you can kill with it, you can bunny hop with it, you can make people's eardrums hurt during a pause with it. It's a great gun. And who doesn't like a quad plasma jump? Is that a double for them? No. That's gonna be another pimp suit. Go check out that pimp suit here. Pimp suit going down. The battle suite. Yeah, Pimps is definitely going to want to reserve the next battle suite for themselves. I think they're going to need it. They're going to need it to not just fizzle out right away either. Stickhand's doing great work, man. I'm really not too familiar with most of the players on last pick. Like I said, we did watch them play against Brainwash last week, but that was my first interaction with a lot of them outside of just watching pickup games. I've been very surprised, very pleased. I think that they'll be the ones to give Pac-Man probably the best games. Pac-Man is, in my opinion, the favorite for Division 2. But right now, as good as last pick is doing, I am actually hoping that they lose. If only that so that we can get a best of 3. Oh, sick nade. Sick nade. Equally sick rockets there by Pimps DM. And we'll see if Pimps has reserved themselves the battle suite. They've got reservations. Is the room ready?
Damage. Battle suit.
These are not good weapons to push against this. So, Suit kind of letting Quad just run all over his team there? Yeah, I was gonna say, and Quad's gonna come right at him now. I feel like he really should have turned around. I think he could have taken a fight against Frezarn, who we're looking at here, who had the Quad, when he was in the red room, because it's, you know, everyone's already there fighting and sussing out, and they would have had a chance to take out that Quad, who ended up getting at least 4 or 5 kills. Oh, looks like I've left Follow Killer on accidentally. Oh well, we'll leave it on for now.
Revenge.
Come on, pimps. 7 kills to take the lead, guys. You just gotta get some control behind it. You got 6 minutes. You can do it. Let's see us a best of 3, yeah? Oof. Double railed. Take the Follow Killer off. Things are getting a bit hectic. Pickups are pretty even all across the board. It's just a lack of damage on some players. Oh, and things like that happening. Gotta dive, gotta dive. Ouch. That's a double pick, double power up here again for last pick.
Impressive. 5-minute mark. Excellent.
The battle suite was not ready for the pimps. And that is the scoreline opening up massively. Probably the most that we've seen for about 5+ minutes.
Impressive.
That sucks. It's still possible, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of time left. It's just, it sucks to see the scoreline open up like that at a time like this, because now it's really going to come down to some pimp magic. Welcome back, Master Cluster. How did the evil agent fare against Claws? I missed an amazing match with them. You know what you didn't miss? If you were on this channel, you didn't miss one of the best Dreadful games we've seen all season. You didn't miss the best game type ever. TDM. You traitors. You traitors. But last pick is just kind of running over pimps repeatedly now in Purgatory, which is last pick's pick for their map. This is tongue twisters all over the place, guys. And I feel like Dr. Kai having that timeout there and having to come back, that really hurt them. If there's another double power up here for last pick, that's gonna be game.
Quad damage.
So Prozac did end up getting the battle suit, but he's so weak. Oh, they do get a decent ending point for their power-up. That's one of the things about power-ups. It's not so much like the amount of kills you can get during them, it's where you end your run. You know, did you end your run in a position that's going to leave your teammates stranded? Did you end your run in a position that's going to let your teammates get items, let your teammates get weapons? You got to be thinking about that when you end your runs for sure. I'm just gonna switch around a bit, see if we can find someone who's... well, essentially doing something good for pimps. We'll stick on DM. Prozac and DM, pretty much the last hope here for this run. It was a 5-frag game for a while. They did tie it up briefly at the 10-minute mark, and then it became a 10-frag game, and then there was a quad at 16 minutes. Nice railing, excellent railing. There was a quad at 16 minutes that just opened up the whole scoreboard here for last pick. And even right here, you can see that the player is going down and dropping the weapons to the enemy. It's not like it's Pimp, you know, it's not like it's DM's fault. He needs to get these kills, so he's going to keep the gun out. But it just snowballs into this whole, well, essentially what you're seeing now. It's just going to keep snowballing. They will be able to get... oh, I was going to say their first double, but looks like that is again a suit denied to the Pimp. Ouch. This is your last power-up run for this map, guys. Excellent. As the scoreline does open up to about 40. And you don't have to watch the whole VOD, by the way, to see just the TDM. If you watch it on Twitch, yeah, you may have to watch the whole VOD. But what I actually will end up doing is I'll end up breaking it up into highlights. I'll end up breaking it up into highlights, and those highlights will be available on Twitch. But honestly, guys, watch it on YouTube if you, you know, if you can wait. If you don't want to wait, then watch it on Twitch. But if you can wait, just watch it on YouTube. It's much better quality to watch a VOD for, and those will be all separated and nice and neat. So that is 2-0. Damage net. Yeah, Stickan, a player I'm again not too familiar with, but I think I'm gonna have to start keeping an eye out on. This looks like a good team to be able to take Division 2. Them or Pac-Man, they're definitely my favorites for Division 2. Thanks for watching TDM. What's up, KK Storm? How you doing? I know a lot of you coming over from the Duel. I appreciate the support to come over this way. Because I know that Agent and Claws is sometimes a bit more interesting than watching players who you may not know of, but shame on you for not knowing about TDM. It's the best game type ever. Maybe there'll be a practice game later today, guys. Maybe there's going to be some... I don't know. Some really, really amazing stuff, and maybe my overlays aren't going to go out of sync with some crazy red stuff that I don't remember putting on there. But regardless of what happens, thank you for watching again. And as always, wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Remember, only you can prevent loadout abuse. Friends don't let friends play with loadouts. If you have a friend who's currently playing loadouts, currently playing even too much clan arena, you know, you tell them like, yeah, ease back a little bit. Come play some TDM. Come play some Duel. You have the power. Prevent loadout abuse and universal ammo abuse. We don't want any more of this, guys. Good night.
used to be nothing. You could be anyone, but it used to be no one. You could be stronger, but you waited longer.
Because you played with Loadouts.
You're going insane, freezing in your dry brain.
Sparks, I'll work on your overlays.
Can't explain and
Promise.
deny. Maybe it's a bad day, running in the wrong way, but not this time. So let's go, like we're doing, like we're doing, like we're doing right. Let's all fall, like we're doing, so whatever. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go.
Where can you play TDM? Well, that's a really easy question to answer actually, sir. Let me show you.
How can you be aware, going back to nowhere? You hit the same rock, standing in the same spot. Nothing to be done, reloading back the old gun. No, not this time.
I'd really like to play some TDM after watching TDM. Where should I go? QLTDM.com. What's this? Oh, I can click play TDM? What does this do? Oh my god, look, there's pickup channels. Holy crap. Holy crap, guys. And all I have to do is hit type add? Wow. That's so easy. I'm gonna go do it right now.
So let's go, like we're doing, like